Alright, just preparing for this Hunleff fight. I'm having a look as I'm cooking my fish. I'm seeing that he's praying mage, so I'm going to equip the bow. Remember, first attack from the Hunleff is always range, so when you walk in there, range. If you have a lower tier prayer, it might be useful using steel skin as well as the protection prayer, because that can just help nullify some of the hits that the Hunleff throws out. And when you're about to commence the fight, just make sure it's ideal if it's not in the center of the room, because it'll help with pathing of tornadoes later. So there is actually quite okay, but that's moving now, so that's not ideal. But that is. So I'm going to pray range and walk in and just start attacking. I'm going to pray the offensive spell as well. You don't need steel skin if you have Cox prayers, because it's baked into the prayer. But obviously I think Iron Men would probably struggle to get that. Alright, swap to magic. So tornadoes are out. I'm just going to find a straight run and just run away from them. There's another straight run, so just run away. They've grouped up now. Use this corner around the Hunleff. You don't want to step under the tile because he'll stomp you. Keep in mind, if the Hunleff does stomp you, it does delay his attacks by like a tick or something. So instead of he'll attack 5 times, I think, or anyway, it's a bit weird. Just don't get stomped by the Hunleff. Into magic. Alright. So I'm going to show you this. You can see my true tile is blue. I'm going to try to get these tornadoes to stack up. Watch this. So I just ran over their tile because the tiles move 1 tile at a time. And when you're sprinting in RuneScape, you move 2 tiles at a time. So you can actually run over top of the tornadoes without taking damage. So just DPSing here. Swapping. What's interesting is eating will reduce your ticking, your ticks. So for example, watch this. So if I shoot and then eat, see how that went from 3 to 6 ticks before the next attack? So that will delay your attack. But drinking a potion won't. So watch this. So keep that in mind. You can maximize the damage dealt by just drinking a potion whenever you like. More potions. I just like to stay central when the tornadoes spawn. Try to get them to gather up there in the center, so they all kind of group up, so there's just less things moving around. When the Hunleff does its 4th attack, when it's launched, you can swap prayers at that point as well. So watch this. So once this last magic prayer comes out, I can swap immediately. Even if that attack projectile is still in the air. Alright, so while the tornadoes spawn, run to the middle just to try to group them up. I'm just going to nibble while I'm running around. Because it's harder to attack when I'm running around, so I'm going to spend that time eating. Alright, we're heading into phase 3. Still phase 2 here. I still like to stand in these marked tiles just as a little comfort thing in case phase 3 does surprises me, and there you go, that was phase 3 right there. Remember, the magic attacks always occur during the magic phase or the magic cycle of attacks. So just find a straight run. I know there's lots of tornadoes, it's a bit stressful, but just find a straight run to run through and... I'm going to see if I can get the Hunleff in a position where I can demonstrate the tornadoes in phase 3. Now that attack just there, if you want to rewind the video, that's the trickiest one because it's the last attack on the magic phase. But because it's the last attack, when you go to turn your prayers back on after it's been disabled, you need to remember to swap to a ranged protection prayer and not a magic protection prayer, which can sometimes be a force of habit, so just keeping track is ideal. Alright, I don't think I'll hit more than a 36 here. Well, let's try to... There we go, that'll do. Alright, I won't attack anymore. Run center, run north. And I'll try to extend this phase as much as I can. And show you these tornadoes. So if the Hunleff reaches its 3rd attack of the cycle and it hasn't stomped, it won't stomp on its 4th attack. So that's something just to keep in mind. So, 2nd attack. If he attacks here... Okay, so he's summoning. Alright, so just go center, wait for the tornadoes to stack up. And then just literally find a straight path and just run that path. If you want to try to get a hit in, you can. Like I just did, I almost killed the boss, but you can. But ideally, if you're just learning, it's just mainly just collecting your resources, not stressing. See this? I'm not stressed. He's on 8 HP, he's attacking me, I'm doing damage. But, I know the timings, I'm just calm. So tornadoes are coming, I'm just going to find a straight run. There we go. And the key binds just to help take away the stress of trying to click and run at the same time, as well as swapping your prayers. So ranged attack. Let's see. If he doesn't stomp on the 3rd attack, you know he's not going to stomp on the 4th. So let's see. See? So this next attack will always be a projectile. So no summons this round either. Probably likely to summon though now. Yep. So we're just going to go center, wait for the tornadoes to stack up. Here's a nice clean run up the front. Just staying away from the Hunleff because I just want to have maximum amount of room to move. Look, another straight run down here. Ooh, I almost got stacked out there. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. You're too busy yapping. But that's the disadvantage of stacking the tornadoes up. It's less clutter on the screen. You know you need to run away from one entity. But if it catches up to you, you can see how much damage that can do. Alright, let's see if we can do one more tornado phase. And then I'll kill the boss. So Sentra, let's see what happens. Alright, just moving diagonally to get that space. Finding a clear run, swapping prayers. I'm just running through the tornadoes because even if they incidentally hit me with 1 tick of damage, it's better than getting, killed by stepping on the floor or, missing a prayer or whatever. And that's it. Don't stress. You can see in the top left when the score comes up, you'll see, used ticks 50%. It's because I'm not attacking to show you that thing at the end. But, that's just it. Let's see what we got. Literally nothing. Cool. And that's it. Useful for tile indicators. Make sure you have your true tile highlighted so you actually know where your character is when you're running around the room, because where your model is on the game isn't actually where your character physically is in the game. So see how far behind my actual character's model is to where I'm actually moving in the game. Blue tile's where I truly am, and so when you're trying to dodge tornadoes or missing the hot floor, this definitely helps you figure out where your character is and where to path next, as opposed to relying on the model. And yeah, that's it.